This is my testimony. From a young age, faith was a big part of my home. I was raised Hindu, surrounded by rituals, prayers, and festivals. I went along with it, but something inside me always felt disconnected. The routines felt empty, and the idea of worshipping idols just didn't make sense to me. When I moved to Australia in 2019, for the first time I felt like I could breathe and I didn't have to keep pretending to be all Hindu anymore. By the time I was in grade 10, running had become a big part of my life. My longest distance back then was 5 kilometers that I'd run. But one day I decided to go for 10. Halfway through, feeling completely drained, I whispered a prayer to something. I don't know what. The first genuine one that I think, God, if you're real, please give me strength. And in that moment, something happened. Feeling something like a presence, a strength in me that wasn't my own. I ended up finishing the run teary-eyed, knowing deep down that something bigger was with me, and left with the question in my head, what was that? So I started to read bits of the Hindu scriptures and later borrowed a Bible from my school librarian. And I didn't understand much, got to numbers and gave up. but the seed had already been planted. Later on, I started dating a Christian girl. She told me all about God's goodness. And I remember thinking, basically, if she's such a good person and she believes in this God, maybe there's something to it. Eventually became a Christian. But when our relationship ended, it was a really dark time for me. A lot of things were happening, especially my relationship between me and my father. And I was kicked out of home. That's when I realized that I didn't want God because of someone else, or because I was with someone else. I needed him for myself because I was a sinner. I tried following God on my own for the longest time, reading the Bible, trying to be good. Kept failing. I would sin, feel guilty, and run back to God over and over again. Felt like a cycle that I couldn't escape. Then I moved to Brisbane, found Risen Church, met Glenn, who helped me really understand what the gospel was, and Talissa, who invited me to GCS. Through that community, I met so many amazing Christians who encouraged me to grow deeper in my faith. Slowly I realized, for the longest time I've been calling myself a Christian, but I truly hadn't surrendered life to Jesus. And only in the past few weeks, everything has changed. I think I've truly given my life to Christ, and I don't have it all figured out, and I still struggle, but knowing I belong to him now. And that's why I want to be baptized today, to declare publicly that my old life is gone, and I'm living a new life in Jesus. Amen. Thank you.